Okay, so this foundation has been hyped up all over YouTube and Instagram, and you guys know that I couldn't wait to get my hands on it. I have been waiting for weeks for my drugstore to carry it, and they only went up to shade 9, so I had to order mine online from MilaniCosmetics.com. I'll link it below so you guys can click on it. Especially if you're a deeper skin tone and you have issues finding a darker foundation in stores, I definitely recommend you purchasing it online. It came really fast. I didn't have any issues with the shipping. What I like about this foundation starting off is that of course it has a pump, but not only does it have a pump, but you can still unscrew it, and it has a Doppler. So I like that it has kind of two ways that you can kind of get into the product, which is very good. So I'm going to put it to the test today, show you guys a demo of how I apply it, and just give you my thoughts on this foundation. Mine is in the color 13, and it's been a while since I reviewed a foundation here on my channel for you girls, but I'm going to pump one pump out right now. This is one pump right here, and I'm going to quickly read what it says this foundation is supposed to do. It's supposed to conceal and perfect. It's medium to full coverage, lightweight, oil-free, long-wearing, water-resistant, and sweat-proof. I've already worn this foundation the past 2 days, so I know my thoughts on it, but I just want to show you guys how it applies and how it looks with my skin. Again, it is a thicker foundation. It's very, very thick, but it's not heavy. Let's apply it on the skin. And I'm using my beauty blender today. I haven't tried it with a brush yet, but I still prefer to use it with the beauty blender. It does look like it's more of a satin finish. It kind of has like a dewy look to it so far without it setting. This is just one coat so far. It is a little orange. But I was debating because I didn't know what shade was going to be mine. Plus, I heard this foundation oxidizes too. I just kind of had to guess it, and I just went with chestnut, and it turned out to be a perfect match. I did have to go in with another pump. I didn't do a full pump, I did half a pump this time. Now I will have to go back in to kind of cover up the remaining spots on my cheek, because I do have a few dark spots that need to be covered again. And I'm going to go back in just a little bit to cover up my dark spots on this side, just the cheek area. That's the only section that really needed to be full coverage. But so far I'm really liking it. I do notice a slight smell with this foundation. It's nothing heavy. It's a really, really light smell. Yeah. And to make sure all the foundation is blended, you guys know I like to blend out my foundation. And so far, I'm really liking this foundation. You guys see the dewiness in this foundation? I feel like it's perfect for like summertime. It's very lightweight. It doesn't feel heavy at all. I'm going to come back once my makeup is complete and just give you guys my final thoughts. So this is the completed look. This is with a full face of makeup. Now I didn't use this as a concealer. I noticed I like the way that this foundation wears as a foundation. I probably wouldn't put it on as a concealer because I already did 2 coats to make it more full coverage. So I feel like a concealer really wouldn't work for me. I went in with my regular Pro Longwear concealer and just the same regimen that I use for my full face makeup routine. And I would even say that this would go in competition with my Maybelline foundation. You guys know how much I love the Fit Me because it's so lightweight. It's perfect for summertime. So this one I definitely recommend too, along with the Maybelline if you're in question. I do have combination skin, mainly dry, and I also have sensitive skin too. As far as the sensitivity of the skin, it is a slight fragrance in this foundation, and I did have a little bit of tingling the first day I applied this foundation, and I think that's because of the fragrance. Every day since I've worn it, I haven't had any issues with my skin. I haven't had any breakouts, and this foundation has lasted me for at least a good 5 or 6 hours, if not longer. If you have oily skin, I definitely recommend setting it with a powder. So that is pretty much it. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this review on my Milani